I know. I have left you guys yet again, and for that, I apologize from the depths of my soul. But today, we are making right with the promise that I left you guys with before Vlogmas. I said, I have a video coming up, and I just kept saying, Blue 42, Blue 42, and then poof, left you on red. But today, I promise you, we're making right on that. You can tell by the title of the video that I picked up something from Cartier, and it is the Ballon Bleu. I'm gonna get into everything. The reason why I kept saying Blue 42 is because I got something that has bleu in the name in it, and it's the color blue, and it's for my 42nd birthday. I picked up a Ballon Bleu 42 in this color blue. It's such a tongue twister. This is how the box comes. If you've never purchased anything from Cartier, I did not purchase this from the boutique. I purchased this from fashionphile.com. Many people wonder why I always go to Fashionphile. Certain things, I may cheat on Fashionphile here and there, but for the most part, I stick with Fashionphile primarily because of their lifetime authenticity guarantee, which you don't get from anywhere else on the interwebs, okay? This is not sponsored, but I've loved them. I've been shopping with them for almost 10 years at this point, and they actually sent me something for my anniversary saying, this is how many items you purchased, which is I think over 100, and this is how much, like I calculated how much money I've spent. Shameful, shameful. But I will say that this is, when you find things like this, it just makes it worth like it all. At any rate, so the reason why I do not have the the reason why I do not have the bag that it comes with from Cartier is because it came from Fashionphile. So on the side here, you do have Fashionphile's in-house model number, ID number. I guess these two stickers correlate to possibly red for Cartier, pink for timepieces, I don't know. But this is what the sticker looks like on the side of the box. And it does have Cartier, their classic Cartier written in gold there. And you're greeted with a box that opens down with a flap and reveals to you the actual watch box. And you press this gold button here and it reveals to you guys this beautiful, beautiful watch. Like I said, Cartier Ballon Bleu in the color blue in 42 millimeters. We're gonna get into the watch in a minute, but we're gonna finish going over the box. So this is one of Cartier's newer boxes. I'm not sure if this is suede lining. I will kind of try to research it and leave it listed down below, but it's black now. I will say the older boxes, which I got rid of all of my previous boxes because they all had like a white leather pillow and the inside it was like a satin color, and sometimes it would turn colors and the pillow would start to pill. I definitely got rid of those, but this one I will keep for that because it's black now. And also when you lift up the tray, because this does come on a tray, underneath it does have a little storage space just in case you want to put extra straps, a cleaning cloth maybe, I'm not sure. And inside here you do have Cartier's care booklet. This is a Fashionphile's certificate of authenticity. And on the back, it does have the name, the description of the item, as well as it says certificate of authenticity up top. And then this has Cartier's international limited warranty card that has your serial number, reference number, the collection that it's from, which is Ballon Bleu steel. And this was purchased February 8th of 2020. So, like I said, I am just in love with this timepiece. It's something that's been like on my wish list, but the watch industry right now and since 2020 has just been wild. And I swore off buying any watches until things died down. But when I saw this one on Fashionphile's website, I just had to grab it. I think it's inching up toward the 7,000 range, and this was just about 5. So I thought, you know, it was a steal, and it's in perfect condition. So I had to grab it. So with that said, let's dive into some of the amazing features that this watch has to offer. What you can see from looking at the watch is this stunning blue color, which adds a unique and striking touch to it. It's a beautiful shade of blue that just stands out while still being versatile enough to match with a variety of outfits. Now, can we please talk about this mesmerizing guilloche dial in that same stunning blue color? It has raised and polished Roman numeral indices paired with polished sword-shaped minute and second hands. The second and minute style is referred to as the railroad track, which is seen throughout many of Cartier's timepieces. All of this sits under a sapphire crystal set in a steel case. The case is spherical, which resembles a river stone or a pebble, domed at the top as well as the bottom. The top is polished, with the underside being finished in a beautiful satin. Integrated into the case is the fluted crown set with a cabochon spindle, a hallmark of Cartier's design, which sits alongside where the 3 o'clock hour marker would be. Instead, there is a window reminiscent of the dome shape of the watch case, which displays the calendar aperture. The blue, stunning blue alligator leather strap is connected by a satin finished steel deployant buckle. What you don't see is what's under the hood of this handsome timepiece, and that is Cartier's 1847 MC movement, which is a mechanical movement with automatic winding. 1847 being the year that the company was founded, and MC stands for Maison Creation, which means it was created in-house. Most Ballon Bleus feature an automatic movement, which provides precise timekeeping and the convenience of not needing a battery, which I love. For those who are interested, I really don't get this deep into it, but the accuracy of this movement runs -3 to +7 seconds per day. 17 years after its release, the Ballon Bleu continues to soar as an important timepiece for Cartier's lineup, with 62 variations currently. Now, who is this watch for, you might say? One who loves a classy timepiece, one who wants a watch that on the leather strap is lightweight, someone who wants to explore larger timepieces but prefers one with a lower profile. Or maybe you just want to pop a color, nothing too loud. This blue is just right. All in all, the watch is perfect for both formal and casual settings, whether you're dressing up for a special occasion or adding a touch of class to a casual outfit. So here it is on my wrist. My wrist is about 7.5 to 8 inches. It's really, really a beautiful piece. And for those people who say, I'm just mesmerized by this beautiful, beautiful guilloche dial. And like just the polished Roman numerals, raised, it's top tier, 10 out of 10. But as I was saying, to those who say, a lot of men watch enthusiasts who are into these oversized watches, to those who say it wears feminine, it's rounded edges, it's spherical case shape. Even at 42 millimeters, people are still complaining because this does wear very similar to a 36 millimeter. I will put on my Rolex Datejust. I mean, you can see the difference, but it's very close. You would think that for something that's 42 millimeters versus 36 millimeters, that there would be a much bigger difference, but lug to lug, and the width, just the way that this sits, very low profile due to that riverstone pebble kind of shape, it doesn't sit up high, it doesn't wear really wide. And someone may think that that's the hallmark of a feminine watch, but I think that I've learned, especially when it comes to like how I say I'll never carry a woman's bag, and now I see men carrying tiny bags, micro bags, TBE, if you will. I think that I had to reset my thought process when it comes to watches, and I think a lot of people do. The men's watches back in the day used to be super, super tiny. They were pocket watches, and we've now moved, we've inched up to the 44, 46 millimeters. But the first watches were really, really small. And I think that I've learned that two things can exist at once. Does this fit smaller than most regular 42 millimeters? Yes. Does that mean that it's a feminine watch or a female watch? No. I think that, I'm wearing a blazer, a t-shirt, pocket square, and I think that it goes really, really well. And like I said, whether you're trying to upgrade a casual outfit, or if you're just trying to have a pop of color for this particular model with something more formal, I think that it's just a super versatile piece. And I'm really, really excited to have it in my collection. And I think that what made me lean toward this one was the classic Ballon Bleus, which are the two-tone 18-karat gold and stainless steel, or just the solid stainless steel. When I looked at my watch box, which I will grab it and show it to you, I saw just a lot of, as you can see, my stainless steel Rolex, my two-tone Rolex, two-tone Santos, my gray Pasha, which I have a video coming up about that. I just upgraded the strap to it. And then these over here, my J12. My luxury watches, my top tier watches were just bland. I needed a pop of color. So for me, it was really a no-brainer to go ahead and get the Ballon Bleu in the color blue. And you guys know that I believe in signs. And the fact that blue 42 rhymed, it was the gift for my 42nd birthday, I was just like, I think I need to add to cart and never, ever look back. So guys, I just wanted to share with you something that I should have showed you almost a year ago, because that was last September when I turned 42, and it's now July, and I turned 43 September 19th of this year. So I promise I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of things. I feel like life is stabilizing. I'm like prioritizing health, self-care, all of those things. I'm going to do a Q&A video, and I'm gonna post it in my community tab. I'm also gonna get back on Instagram and post it there. So in the up and coming videos, rather than me giving you a life update that I wanna give you, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to ask me anything that you want to ask me. No holds barred. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for allowing me to talk about my beautiful Ballon Bleu. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know what you think about the Ballon Bleu. Do you have a Cartier watch? Are you watching the watch industry and what's happening in the watch world right now? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.